And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready! 60 or.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Go! Hey! I-7! 5!
Third down, they'll throw a stick. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready? Hey, Haywood!
Coming this way. Here we go.
On second and 12, Stick gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, New York.
Ready, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
X3, 218, chop. Yeah. Go.
On third down, it's Stick. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Down. Protein still 8 lead. Ready?
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Head over. Hey, orbit.
Titans on Ringo.
Go.
On second and 12, Stick Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ready, 18, Gator.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
Get it.
On first down, McKinnon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll run on first down. Gant. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Middle. Pass 85.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll find Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Five wide.
Check in.
Watch the slant. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 13.
Yeah.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Mike 13. He's coming.
Hey, Delta.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And he's got room. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a first down carry by Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
You draw quarter. Now.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Mike 6. Mike 6. Watch the run. Watch the run. Pass. 6. Mike 6. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha.
6. Mike 6. Come on. Come on.
Now Allen to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
3 down. Mike 6.
Hey, Echo.
6. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Ready, break. Recon, 132 fighter. 65. Ready.
Now Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal. Stick. He's got it. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. They can't hang with us.
A shotgun throw for Stick. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
I got you, boy.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, team 6, team 6.
They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
80 weapons.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Stick. Caught here by Bell.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gant. And some space here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 31, check 31.
Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Let's go, D.
Check. Lucky.
Check 9. 25.
61, matchbox lights. Bravo. Get it.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a give, right side. Gant, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Mike 6. Get that quarterback. Check 52. Stop. Hey, switch gears.
Topper.
And here's Allen throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Gant. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check your backer.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Middle. Check 37. 54 is Mike. 50
General West.
Walk 54. Let's go, defense. Alert. Defense. All right, here we go.
Hey, wahoo.
Hey, 1-7.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. C.J. Mosley picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end. Yeah,
eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
3 bucks. Watch the safety creep.
Stick from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
52. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill.
6-6, pull it high.
52. Think you gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check.
Stick back to pass. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
2nd down, McKinnon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, Will.
On 4th down, here's Stick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Bell. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Stick looking to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for the Bills. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On first down, McKenzie. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20, 10, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
8 read.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game.
Round 80.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When it's not savers, huh? You be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, flash. I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
My name, huh? You ready? STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade.